I suggest that you can make a huge amount of progress on your own just here with this Begin Here playlist. You got to understand that we're not trying to solve the problem where the pain is. Where the pain is, that's the boiling over. And the real root holdings that are boiling over as your pain, I suggest, I don't know your specific situation, but I suggest that the real root holdings are running outside your awareness probably 24 hours a day. If you address those lines of tension, the lines that actually right now feel completely normal to you, if you address those lines, you'll be going upstream to address the real true root problem that you're dealing with. Now, a lot of what you've got, and I don't know your specific situation, but I imagine a lot of what you've got is the way you react to stress, the way we react to stress, the way I react to stress. Our bodies tighten a certain way. Generally, stress reactions are symmetrical, not perfectly. If you're good at having asymmetrical tensions in the body, your brain will maybe react asymmetrically to stress. The symmetrical movements look a lot at the tensions of stress. Turn that down. That's heat under the pan that's making your problem boil over. It's contributing undoubtedly to the problem that you've got. Overlaid and mixed up and tangled up in that are the tensions that are asymmetrical in your body. Might be upper ribs on one side, lower ribs on the other, into the hip on the other side, alternating, crisscrossing through. Might be twisting, all these problems, asymmetry. You'll get to the asymmetry movements. I encourage you to go, if you really want to give this a test, do the first 16 movements on this list. And then, honestly, you probably need to go deeper to really solve your problem. What, you want it to be easy? No, that's just it. Your brain's good at learning, and your brain's really good at learning your tension reactions. And your brain has learned the deep habit of how the reactions to your life have been. And that's what's boiling over as your problem. I've got it right here. Practicing often will make the change. Most people don't practice often enough. I had to be a little obsessive, but I solved a horrible pain problem that I had. Sciatic pain and numb arms and headaches and depression. I had all of it. Different injuries, making contractions on different sides. I completely solved my problem. Now, you've got to figure out how to solve your problem because I don't know what it's like to be you. I've just given you a structure for you to consider all these possible lines. Whatever that is, it's probably more complicated than you can imagine, and you're stuck in it. You're stuck. You want someone to massage it? I was a massage therapist. I studied medical massage, and now I know massage just tricks the brain into relaxing the muscles. It doesn't really solve the problem, which is that your brain is holding them tight. This process, Eric Cooper Somatics method, I believe is a more optimized way to teach your brain not to hold your muscles so tight. And you've got to de-escalate the tug of wars that are echoing through your body, that you're just steeped in and you're being crushed by. It's like ratchet straps on each side, tightening down in your body. Your shoulders on one side, hip problem on the other, sciatic pain, neck pain, and all the pains you've got. Jaw is tight. All of that really is the boiling over. You got to look at the root holdings. The root holdings, I'm going to tell you right now, the entire answer. The root holdings are constricting the lines of your breathing, the spaces of your breathing. It's hiding in you as breathing constriction. All these movements are about breathing, except maybe like the calves, but I can do those calf movements and relate it back to my breathing constrictions and relax the breathing constrictions as I relax my calves. You don't have to go that advanced, but you got to save you. You've got to adapt my method to you because I had to adapt a really imperfected method that didn't work for me I adapted it to work for me, and I improved it and tried to adapt it to my clients, make it universal, super gentle movements if you need gentle movements. Look at my fibromyalgia playlist. If you're really stuck in a twist, look at my twist playlist. If you're stuck in asymmetry, look at the asymmetry playlist. If you're stuck in depression, look at my Get Out of Depression playlist. If you're stuck in anger, go to my emotions playlist. Do the movements for the tensions of anger. And along with anger, before it boils over as anger, you probably know the feeling of being impatient. Okay, people who get depressed, so it simmers as worry, tensions of worry. Get out of it. You don't need that in your life. Get out of those tensions. A lot of who you are and who you feel like you're stuck as, that's because you're stuck in these tensions. Here's your chance. Eric Cooper Somatics Method Begin Here playlist. Dive in. Don't overwhelm yourself. Try one new video every day. Practice 5 times a day, 5 minutes a day, and then go all out 20 minutes before bed. You wake up in the middle of the night worried? Do the movements for worry. Learn the power of each movement. Learn some of my basic sequences. Front, back, sides, rotation. The bare minimum is front and back, or left side, right side. De-escalate those oppositions. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if this helps. I put it right here on YouTube, so you don't have to pay someone who's just rehashing an old way that hasn't evolved very well. Make somatics your own, experiment and break some of the rules that I may be implying. I'm just suggesting how you should do it. Make it your own. Find where your brain is confused about the dynamic space of your body. I'm not saying breathe into your arm. I'm saying this torso that you've got, if you're stuck in any of the dimensions that it could possibly contract, twisted or hunched or sway back or asymmetrical in every different combination. If you're stuck in any of that, those are breathing constrictions that your brain is normalized. Can you recover all of your lost breathing space? Not just to force it, but can you make all those lost breathing spaces, can you make that easy breathing space? Easy breathing space acquisition. That's the Eric Cooper Somatics method. I'm so happy that you're checking this out. Blessings on your journey.